Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to my channel and let's review Concrete Genie for PlayStation 4 with additional PlayStation VR mode. It's a PlayStation exclusive developed by Pixel Opus. You might know them from Entwined, a very nice little game, but this is their kind of biggest game yet. But is it good or does it suck balls? I'm gonna tell you all about it. So first of all, let's start from the story. What is the meaning and what is the message? The game takes place in the town of Denska. This once was very prominent town, people used to live there. It's a little seaside place, so you can expect your friendly seagulls stealing everyone's chips, but also some fishermen and all usual seaside place shenanigans. But sadly that's not the case anymore because there was natural disaster, ruined the city, everyone moved out, everything went to shambles and everything is now bullshit. Nobody's there apart from gangs of youths causing disorder in the city. You are here as well, sitting around painting until some bullies start speaking up on you. They sending you to the lighthouse and then some magical things happening and you finding genies and stuff. You like, that's unnatural, but you kind of take to it very lightly. You actually embracing it and you loving it, what's happening. Now in this game you'll be making this town to be a happy place again, and that's gonna lead us to the gameplay. So we're gonna have to talk about two parts of the gameplay because this game like mixes up a gameplay a bit about halfway through. Most of the time you'll be running around switching lights on, little light bulbs, they need to be brightened. And to do that you're gonna have help of your genies. The genies got different powers, like some ones fire ones, wind ones, electric ones, you know, they here to help you, you need them to do the puzzles, so different ability comes handy. But anyway, you walking around lighting the light bulb, sometimes you painting on walls of course, but also sometimes genies asking you what they want to be seeing, what they want you to paint. Once you paint that they give you super paint, and with this super paint you can lighten even more light bulbs, the ones that are corrupted by disease, and genies are scared of this disease. So that's what you're doing. Once you light up one area some stuff will happen, you'll be able to progress, and once you do everything you'll be able to paint a masterpiece. So that's pretty much what you're doing. There's some puzzles here and there, and then about halfway through the game changes a bit, mixes things up, and adding combat to the game. They give you dodging mechanics so you can dodge, and also you can attack your enemies with fire, wind or electric. Not too complicated, like platforming in this game is very light platforming. Puzzles I kind of light puzzles, and combat it's very light combat. I found this game being very easy. I played it on normal, so I advise you to crank up difficulty if you want a bit of challenge, but nevertheless that's not what this game is all about. Even though I said everything seems like on a lighter side, everything works perfectly, all the mechanics works great. Painting is nice as well, very nice addition and very original. You paint your genies on walls and other stuff. It's very easy painting. You basically stroking the wall with your brush and then things paint themselves. But it's nice, it really feels good, and adding this magical atmosphere to the game. And that's gonna lead us to the graphics and the art style. So the game looks definitely beautiful, particle effects are amazing. If you got HDR TV the colors will pop out straight away. The city got very nice atmosphere. You can say that it was something bad happened and everything is sad now. Regarding the VR mode, I'm gonna speak a bit more about it, but graphically it's alright as well. You know, it's not as great visual effects as in the proper flat game, but also, you know, it's virtual reality, so everything is around you. But like I said, I come back to VR in a minute. I want to carry on talking about graphics a bit, because I want to speak a bit about art design for this game, because everything really looks cool. I really like character design and how their mouths moves, like kind of like them stop motion animations. It really looks cool and definitely adds to the atmosphere of this game, making it very nice, beautiful thing to look at. Even though it's not the most advanced graphics and you probably saw better ones in many bigger games, this art style adding so much to the atmosphere of the game that this is a pleasure to look at and to play as well. Once you're progressing throughout this small town in the first part of the game where there is no combat, you're gonna have to do a bit of stealth. Like I said, everything is on a lighter side because you've got some kids, some bullies chasing you around, and once they catch you they're gonna put you in a dumpster and just tell you are stupid and laugh at you. So you don't want that to happen to you, it's not nice. But anyway, you can avoid them by jumping on rooftops and just hiding from them. You can get their attention by shouting and then running in opposite direction, and they will carry on looking for you, and then you can go to the spot you wanted to be. Also, you've got nice mechanic later on during the game when you can paint yourself a little like a glidey board, skid, as gliding skids, a painting skid. And you glide on it fastly so you can move around faster, comes handy with the boss fights. And speaking about the boss fights, like I said, with the combat, it's all very simple, very little patterns. So you get used to it very fast. You can die kind of, but you know, the game puts you back where you died. But what I like about it is that I still had fun in this game, and this is a game about not killing anyone at all, but about making the town a better place. There is no violence pretty much at all, and it works great. The story of this game is great, even though it's simple, you know, bullies and stuff. You're gonna get to find out why they like that, what's happened to them, who hurt them. But also collecting bits of newspapers, you're gonna find out about the past of the Denska, and it's gonna make it more personal and make you care more for this city. So it worked nice, sound wise, same, the music fitting the game perfectly, the voice acting is top class. Usually when you've got kids in movies or in games, sometimes the voice acting can be annoying, but here it's done really nicely, not annoying at all. Didn't bothered me in slightest, and also I like the sound of genies. You wouldn't expect them to sound like they sound in the game, and also I like their animations and how they behave. They can be like mischievous sometimes and hide somewhere, try to scare you. You'll be talking to them, your character, so it makes this bit of a personal connection. Okay, now I want to speak a bit about the VR mode. So first of all, this is a good game, but if you want to buy it for a VR mode, then I'm gonna tell you straight away that don't do it, because VR mode is nothing special at all. It's actually something I probably not gonna go back to. Now I've played through it, I don't find it any reasons to go back to it. You've got like a little story first, which happening pretty much in one room, and there you're gonna get to light the light bulbs, and that will unlock you painting in 3D, but only in one area you can paint in 3D. You've got other areas to paint in as well, but that's gonna be your 2D painting on walls. So altogether you've got 5 painting areas. Like I said, painting is very simple, so you're not gonna spend that much time painting. And to be honest, the VR mode, I was treating it like a cherry on a cake, because I was going to buy Concrete Genie anyway. But if you just want to buy this game for VR mode, then you'll be totally disappointed. It's super little amount of VR, and it's not that great. It's, to be honest, it's boring, and it's something what you're not gonna want to really go back to once you play through it. But anyway, let's go and give this game a score. As a flat game, which I'm not playing that many of them, because you know it's a VR channel, this game is amazing. The only issue I could complain with is probably the map, that sometimes is a bit confusing, and minimap would be handy as well, but I see what they went for. They didn't want any UI on screen. But anyway, I've had a really good time playing this game. Took me about 5.5 hours on normal to play through all of it. Like I said, it's a bit too easy, but nevertheless I'm gonna give it solid 8 out of 10, because it's really good game. Everything works nicely, and because of little touches that this game does, it gives you that personal connection not only with genies, but also with the city and also with your bullies. It's got very interesting story. Sounds like a simple story, it's taking few unexpected turns, and it's turning itself to the nice little kind of small epic adventure. I really enjoyed it. It's one of them games what I probably gonna play again, not to just collect collectibles, but just to experience it again. Something what I did with Uncharted and also Last of Us. The games I like to play again just to experience them all over again, and I think that's the strength of Sony's exclusives. They really deliver on solid single player experiences, and this is another one, maybe on a smaller side, maybe on a shorter side, but also sold for a cheaper price. Regarding the VR mode, there was so much to do, so much better stuff they could have done, but sadly they went for this painting mode, and it's just boring. Because painting, like I said, is super simple. It's fun to paint on walls in the game, but it's so simple that in VR, especially if you play any other VR games, a full experience is, you know, you saw so much better stuff. This VR mode, I don't mind it being here, because like I said, for me it's cherry on the cake, but it's super simple, and it's something what's definitely not gonna show off what PlayStation VR is capable of. But nevertheless, if you buy a flat game, enjoy, and that's it, bye.